Hello everybody and welcome back for more Celeste 8D. I decided to kind of do two uploads at once tonight where I'm kind of streaming one game and then I swapped over to the to Celeste, but you know, thought, hey, let's have some fun. And yeah. So, whoop-de-doo. Two uploads should go up tomorrow, so yeah. Anyways, where we left off, we were messing around with this screen, made some progress, but also, like, only made progress in terms of, like, how far into the screen I could get, not, you know, actual game progress. That was basically as good as the best I got last night. Wow. Who knows? Maybe this Switch actually has some niceness in it tonight. You know, knowing me though, probably not. This Switch is, after all, the murderer of everything I know and love, as demonstrated just right then and there. Boy howdy. And thus it begins for the night. Anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you come and watch it live on Twitch. I didn't say this for the Noida stream. Wow, I am dumb. Anyways, I guess I'll doubly cover it for that, but yeah, make sure you come watch it live on Twitch at twitch.tv/boybot.boy. It's in the description. But yeah. Come and chill out if you want to. Oh my gosh, alrighty. I was feeling so good about this Switch at the start of the episode, and now I'm over here like, no, please. Why? Why must you do this to me? Why? Okay, so it isn't really the Switch that's the problem. It's where the bumper and the Switch are located in, like, relative placement to each other. The Switch is, like, directly above the bumper, which makes it so that basically you land right in the Switch doing anything but the perfect bounce. And while, yes, I do know that's probably intended to, you know, make it a challenge, holy cow, why? Dodging this Switch is, like, the hardest thing I have ever done, sometimes. Gosh, that is a very hard jump set to do because you're getting just barely the first frame of the ice block and then you have to do basically a perfect landing onto that, loop around, and then hope and pray everything's doing good. Yeah. Get so lonely in the Twitch stream sometimes because, like, hardly get, like, anyone I mean, granted, you know, new stream, you know, not many people are gonna watch, but like, I got like my first major, or my first follower on like day 1, and like ever since I did 7D, I haven't really seen him. But I mean, you know, people get busy. I get that. But like, hey, you know, chill space. Want to have a few people I can talk with, talk about their day and all that whatnot. You know, just have some laughs while I, again, flip a switch and ram my face into spikes and the likes, you know? I mean, granted, I did also just basically explode like 4 times in a row playing Noida. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes it's on spikes, other times it's taking a big ol' massive explosion to the face, you know? Yeah. But I mean, hey, you know, stuff, it's fun. I'm having fun. And as long as, you know, my stream feels like a fun space, I feel like I will keep having fun. I don't even care how many times this switch hits me. If I'm having fun, then I'll be having fun. Yeah, I need to get better at timing this part. And I need to be much faster on that part, but hey, progress. I feel like last night we did all of the major progress for this screen, and now tonight we're probably going to blast straight through it, which is okay. Today should be a shorter episode because of the whole Noida thing I did at the beginning. And who knows, it might be better to do more of a variety stream where I kind of just, you know, chill, play the games that I have, and, you know, basically loop around, do a bit here, do a bit there. Just decided, you know what, try something new today. Give me a quick little break from Celeste, but nothing too major, and, you know, also hopefully shorten the upload time a little bit. No! Oh, I almost had it. Had I have landed just that little bit quicker and gotten that last jump, I would have had the screen. You guys would have all been so proud of me. Would have already been only 8 minutes into the video and already a screen down. Well, granted, this is after the 2 and a bit hours from yesterday on this screen, so, you know. Would have been frickin' epic. Gamer moment. How could this happen? Darn you, Switch! No! Yeah. Nope. I had that, then I lost it. I lost it. I was like, nope. Got it, then I didn't got it. I just, nope. I will admit though, the screen has some very interesting design philosophy, to put it nicely. It's very, very unique, to say the least. God. The way I have my microphone set up is so dumb. Like, my neck is all itchy. Ugh. It is not fun. I need, like, a better pad system than what I've got for it. But, I mean, you know, how else do I get such tracking sound quality without basically having the thing around my neck? I don't know whether it's better to try and land on the first spike there, or just try and book it and do all 3 jumps and, you know, do it the way I'm originally doing it now. But yeah, from the original idea of what I had for this screen, I have definitely simplified this. But yeah, you know, once I'm done with the D-sides, I'm thinking I might try my hand at a bit of map making myself, you know. Do something a little fun here and there. I mean, I've always thought, hey, you know, this game deserves its hardest possible levels, and I mean, the C-sides have some desirability at times, and I have absolutely loved the D-sides thus far. And I know this pack has, you know, 7E and 8E, but like, you know, what about 1E? What about 2E? Who knows? I'll probably try my hand at making like an entirely custom themed area first, and then I'll worry about, you know, actually designing the game, or the E sides later down the line, or whatnot. And this is even assuming that, like, you know, I do actually eventually put my hand to it. I mean, I do love this game, but I don't know how well doing like level creation streams are gonna go, you know? Granted, you know, I also want to get a little bit more popularity, at least somewhat, for, you know, idea sets and whatnot behind everything before I do things like E-side design and level design in general. No. I cupped my jump there, and I shouldn't have cupped it. I should have just angled straight to it, not worried about the spikes, hopefully. That's the thing with Celeste variable movement. Sometimes you end up doing the exact opposite of what you want to do, when, like, you know, having some restriction on your movement might have saved you. It's a weird balance, don't question it. It's just, yeah, it's special. And I love it. And I love Celeste, and everything about this game is amazing. And I wish I had friends who enjoyed doing the hard levels as much as I do, because, oh boy, I would be racing people. I mean, you know, I already kind of have it to where I'm trying to figure out, like, percentage to time ratio, and I mean, in comparison to my best time, which I think I have no clue how many hours my best time is, but I'm pretty sure it's like somewhere in the 6 to 8 range. For D-side 4, I think I did my best time on. But yeah, like, you know, I'm just trying to get through these in a decent time while also having some, you know, decent fun as well. Call it the quote-unquote speed run of the D-sides. It's so concentrated doing these, and then I ran my face against switches. Like, I don't even know what, like, the rest of this checkpoint looks like. I've just had my face slammed into that switch so many times that I'm kind of just like, oh wow, looky at that switch Flippy. Gosh darn it. That switch is so hard. It is so tough to dodge. For no reason other than let's dodge this switch at, you know, and make it an extremely hard to dodge object. Why is that so prevalent in the way? Keep adjusting my chair because, like, uncomfy. Maybe young, but I feel old. Gosh, that was close, and I shouldn't have jumped as low as I did. Should have tried to cup harder. Because so the way it wants me to do that final area is it wants me to cup the wall jump over the spikes and then just kind of speed hop over the last two sets so that I land on the wall, have enough energy to climb up, and just, you know, get out, basically. But, of course, you know, with the way all things work, it seems to be with the D-sides, it ain't that simple. It's much easier said than done, you know? Up until this point, I basically use my stream timer as my way to figure out how long my video time has been so far, and I just looked over it, saw an hour, and then was like, what? I haven't been playing Celeste for an hour, and then I remembered. You had the Noida stream. Duh. But yeah, I just felt like doing some slight variance, and, you know, hey, if the slight variance is liked, you know, I might do a bit of Noida at the beginning of streams from here on out, or, you know, maybe Jump King. I mean, that's another one that's sitting in my library that I'm looking at like, oh boy, you just gotta be a spicy meatball, don't you? Yeah, speaking of which, like, gosh, that game is hard. Granted, I've never been the best at shooters, and, well, I mean, while yes, Noida isn't exactly a shooter, it's, you know, at least somewhat. It's a 2D shooter. It's a platformer shooter. That's probably the best way to put it as, is a 2D platformer shooter. Kinda like how Celeste is a 2D adventure platformer. Gosh. That jump, if you take like the full velocity of the launcher, is so hard. Gosh darn it. Why? We don't question how I ran on spikes. We just understood that I ran on spikes and forgot about it. You know? Don't question the sudden running on spikes. Because then the spikes will run on you. Or something like that. I don't know. Gosh darn it. You have to, like, just perfectly, lightly jump in. No hesitation, just hupsy daisy. Also, I sure do hope nobody is using my, my streams as sort of a walkthrough for playing through the B-sides, because, oh boy, trust me, man, I'm doing this blind. Don't follow me too heavily. Like, I'd be more inclined to try your way than my way if you're following these streams as a, you know, as a tutorial. Because, oh boy, I am not that capable. I try to be good gamer, but then I have dumb brain moments, kind of like what we just saw there, where I forgot to jump to make sure that I, you know, didn't cause the ice block to stay for too long, or land on the ice block below me, which in turn meant that I ended up landing on the ice block below me, which, you know, made it an ice block and not a propeller block, which is what I wanted, was the propeller block. Need to do that final platform so much better, because holy cow, it expects you to get so far so quickly. And boom, baby, we got across the screen. Alrighty, oh, there's the ice. Gosh, I try to wall jump off of them. Yeah. Oh, you can neutral off of these without too much issue. If, you know, I could actually do so. Okay, I'm expected to get over there without using dash. I think. I don't know. Oh yeah, I can definitely. Holy cow. It really wants me to ice physics. See, and the problem is I can't just grab the wall because it's an ice wall, meaning I slide down. God, that is a tough set of jumps. It is all timing based, and I didn't even try to hit pause, but I do have spacebar additionally set to pause for lag reasons because of the old laptop. Oh, I'm not even supposed to dash. I'm just supposed to land, dash twice, or dash down at that bottom there, and then up, grab onto the newly formed conveyor. Gosh. Okay, I don't think you use that top ice area. You just bounce. I don't know how I got across there. You are requiring a very, very high requirement of me, D-side. Whew. Had that have been a little higher, I would have gotten it. Again, had that have been a little higher, I would have gotten it. Had that have been a little lower, I would have gotten it. Oh my gosh, right into the spikes. don't know why I did that. Likewise, I don't know why I did that. Or that one. It seems to me that my mind is an enigma. And that I am an egg of failure. Gosh, that is a really tight jump set. You have to be so high on that. I don't know whether that was just poor angling or just not a good attempt, but like, gosh, I felt that was so much better than it was. I also like how this, the D-sides don't exactly, you know, fall into doing nothing but speedrun tech, you know? They're actually, you know, tough challenges, not just, you know, hey, how many extended hypers can you, loop into each other, or how many times can you dream hyper, to make sure that, you know, you're in the right spot, which, I mean, yeah, sure, second D-side introduces dream hypers, but, like, it does so in a way that's meant to be, you know, hey, look at this cool tech, now we'll use it intermixed as a challenge, not as, you know, continual gimmick that you're forced to learn, use, and repeat. I legitimately have no clue how I'm supposed to actually get through. Why did I dash? I have no clue how I'm supposed to actually get through that hole over there, or the hole that I've been aiming to try and get through for the past, I don't even know how long now. Like 10 minutes? Probably not too long. It's been so long since I've gotten to use conveyors, I forgot how they worked. That one I should have just wall jumped off of and not grabbed. Yeah, I like how there's all of these conveyors on the wall and I'm just refusing to use them. Or the ice walls, and I'm just refusing to use them because I found that you can just yeet your way across on the one ice wall if you neutral properly. Of course, I ran my face into another meatball. Of course, also, this screen is the return of the meatball, but this time with flippy switches. But yeah, so how has everybody's day been? I know right now I'm kind of talking to an empty audience, but you know, who cares? I feel like talking about my day a little bit to random people on the internet. Yeah, my day was pretty decent. I kind of chilled out around the house a bit, didn't have much I needed to do, which is strange for a weekday, I know. But, you know, I don't really have too much I need to worry about. Got a few more things for college set up. Learned that, you know, parking permits are going to be an annoyance for me, like a lot of other pieces within the whole college experience to figure out. Got to chill, play some more DMC3 today, which classic version of that game is, whew, it's different. See, the recent release of the collection, or the whole DMC collection on like from Capcom is just like, hey, enjoy massive remaster of every single DMC game, which, you know, is cool and all, but like, you know, I didn't buy any of, or I didn't buy it. I just kind of, you know, chilled with what I've had, and I mean, I loved DMC5. Like, you can ask me anything about it, and I'm like, whoo boy. Because DMC5 is a game that if I had enough time to, it'd be 100%, but, you know, I don't have enough time to. Which is strange, because I had enough time to 100% all of Celeste, yet, you know, a game with probably much less time needed to 100% is one that evades me. Granted, I may now probably never be able to finish Persona 5 because simply not enough time. That's why Persona 4 is probably going to be the first Persona game that I actually get all the way through and 100% clear and whatnot, because I'm taking this computer to college and I am definitely going to be using it. It's gonna be a whole fun thing with this. But yeah, I mean, you know, just chilling, having fun with it. Conveyors are so picky, but they're honestly one of my favorite additions to the platforming in this game, because like, conveyors in general add so much, you know, momentum, and I love things in this game that just give you whole momentum based challenges and whatnot that are like entirely 10 times harder than you would imagine them to be, sheerly because, you know, they move differently than you'd expect them to. And I mean, you know, it's not that conveyors move differently than you'd expect them to, it's more that they cause you to move so extremely differently that they're like a very special challenge that you gotta figure out, and like you gotta make sure you get the right jump angles and whatnot off of them, or else, you know, everything just goes wrong. But yeah, I know yesterday I might have put it off as like I'm not having nearly as much fun with the D-sides, but I mean, like, dude, I am loving these D-sides. Like, it may be that, like, sure, I have a few things that I like have a bit of a distaste towards, like that singular switch placement that I was dealing with, but like, God, I love these things. Granted, I am a sucker for hard, over-the-top games that are like, you know, you gotta put a lot of time and effort into them. And it's not that, like, you know, I enjoy false difficulty curves, because, like, there's a difference between this is taking long because it's skill, and this is taking long because, holy hell, there's a crap ton of stuff that I can't handle, basically. And I prefer that this requires a lot of skill, which, you know, false difficulty curved games are not, you know, skill-based. Now, most rage games, as most people know them as, are definitely skill-based, and therefore I absolutely love them, which is odd because, you know, not really the angry type of person, and yet here I am saying I love rage games. I cry. I almost had that one, it's type piloting time. Another reason why I really love these, because they require you to be so good at just controlling what is going on within the game, which is like really hard, you know, whenever they're throwing, you know, those momentum-based challenge that I was talking about earlier. Like, I really enjoy this game. Gosh. Just adjusting some stuff real quick. not to the point where I could really stream without hearing myself yet. I have to keep one headphone ear off so that I can actually hear myself and make sure I'm still making coherent sentences because, you know, social anxiety noises where I have a hard time speaking and, you know, all the stuttering and whatnot. Yeah, that's another reason why I kind of started this stream is I just wanted to have a nice place where I could chill, talk to some people, have, you know, a sort of judgment-free zone for everybody, and just, you know, be a cool place everybody can go to and, you know, have a part in. I mean, I guess that's kind of part of the reason why I chose Celeste to be my first major game I stream, because, you know, Celeste is kind of all about that, being, you know, open with yourself, understanding, you know, you're gonna have challenges in life, you gotta face them, you gotta be strong enough to do so. And I mean, you know, we've all got our mountains to climb, we've all got our places to be in life, and, you know, we've all got those challenges that are, you know, going to be solved eventually one day through enough trial and error and attempts. And I mean, you know, sure, I may slam myself against the spikes in this game, but I mean, like, you know, I think we all slam ourselves against the spikes of real life sometimes, you know? And, you know, sure, it may not be exactly the most easiest thing to get back up and try again from, but I mean, you know, we gotta try some way, someday, you know? There's no other way about it than just getting up and keep on trying. And I mean, hey, you know, not everybody's gonna enjoy what you do in life, but, you know, there's always gonna be that one subset of people that's like, yes, thank you for existing, my dear friends. And, you know, I kinda hope to be that person for some people some days, you know? Try and be something that people can look forward to seeing and, you know, just hanging around with their community and whatnot and be in a good place. Anyways, you know, sappy, sad story, wah. Ooh. Up. Hey. It's soccer player time. Gotta be all up. Hey. Up. Hey. Whoop. Whoop. Oh. Whoop. Oh. Oh. How about we throw in some Wii Golf audience? Oh, yay! I swear. This is what happens when you leave a man alone for long enough. He just goes insane and starts making Wii Golf audience sounds or soccer player sounds, depending on how he feels. I don't know why I keep doing the whole up, hey, oh, hey. noises every so often. It's just what I feel like, you know? And I feel like this screen is relatively tough. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so tomorrow I gotta have some fun with my friends and whatnot. And, you know, I gotta hang out with them, do our weekly session of, quote-unquote D&D. It's very, very heavily homebrewed. And, of course, as the person who runs it, I get to deal with all the chaos of people. We've got, like, custom alchemy and whatnot, and, like, bombs are basically made every session, and we've got basically people who might as well be war crimes in the group. Speaking of which, all the homebrew stuff, I've got some more homebrew updates that I'm working on for the crew and whatnot, and, you know, hoping that everything involved in it ends up being all fun and whatnot. That is a really tight squeeze. I wonder. Oh, I know what I'm actually supposed to do. I'm probably supposed to, like, do the start of a neutral off of it, because that looks about the range that a neutral sends you. Or the start of a neutral sends you. See, another reason why I really love these levels is they make you think about things that you would never think about in the main game of Celeste. You can get through everything in Celeste without even knowing what a neutral is. The only thing that you actually need to know what a neutral jump is when you finally do the dashless golden on 1A. That is the only thing you need to know how to neutral jump in base game for. And I mean, there's no tutorial, you just figure it out by yourself when you get thrown against that one cliff wall that is basically like, haha, yes, neutral up me to live. And you know, you gotta try very hard to do that. Your first neutrals are always clumsy. Half of the time you don't even get the proper inputs. The other half of the time you're just like, oh Jesus, what have I done? I still have very clumsy neutral inputs if you can't tell. Yeah, I know some people who stream this game have like controller showers that like show off what buttons they're pressing and whatnot so people can follow along, but first off, I don't even know what buttons I'm pressing half the time. I kind of just think to myself, okay, I need to do this, this, and this, and then I just hope it works. Like, I mean, sure, I jumped, but, you know. Oh. Oh, come on. What? Oh my gosh. What is that screen? What is this screen? I don't know if that was the end. I didn't see. I wasn't paying full attention to what was going on the screen to tell whether or not that was the end of the screen. I just thought it was. Chaos. 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 Whew. Screen. Up, up, keep, skibby dop, up, nope, but up, and whoop, whoop, skip, scop, nope. This is very, very tough. It's unique challenge. I feel like the core D side kind of stands out because where the other ones felt more of like a culmination of the challenges you'd seen in all of the prior sides. 8D kind of feels more of like, you know, a unique experience in and of itself. It's different than the feel of 8B and 8C, and definitely miles beyond the feel of 8A. But like, you know, this one just stands out to me as like something that, you know, feels different to play than the other sides of or the 8's level or chapter 8's multiple sides. Yeah. Gosh, that jump set right there is really tough. And it doesn't help that my fingers just want to be flubbing all over the place, making this much harder than it needs to be, hands. Whoop, hey, whoop, hey, whoop, whoop. Oh. Come on. Come on. Whoop, hey, whoop, hey, whoop. Oh. Whoop, hey, whoop, hey, up, hey, whoop. Oh. Jeez. I need new jokes. I'm getting stale. Getting old. This is what happens when you don't get traction. You get bored making noises and then you just wonder, what even am I supposed to do here? What even am I supposed to say? And just say what I need to say. Say what I feel like saying, you know? Try and say something that's funny. Hopefully make someone on the internet laugh. Oh gosh. Progress. But like, what am I even supposed to do with that progress? And again, I didn't see whether or not that was the end of the stage. Or the screen. Not stage. Jeez. End of the stage is the heart, dummy. Yeah, I know. I am a dummy. Thank you for calling me it. I mean, it kind of looks like it, but like, cool. Yes, I did get distracted looking at the end of the screen there for a moment. Don't judge me. I'm celebrating a bit before I get there, okay? Don't question it. Let me be excited by the things I want to. Jesus, that is such a weird spot to be in. It's so weird because, like, you have to jump there, but, like, only a specific amount or else you go skyrocketing. Yeah, that's definitely the end of the screen there. I only admired the ending of the screen there after I had died, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm not getting distracted by the rest of the level and not paying attention to what Madeline on the screen is doing. No, no, no. I be focused. I be focused. I be doing it. Live on twitch.tv/boy. You may all drop your dislikes if you would like to. I have no cares in the world. Just me having fun, being me, you know, just doing the things I enjoy. Yeah, I feel sorry, by the way, for anybody who tried to do the D-Site Goldens. Like, I know Enox is a beast and all, and he himself has done, I think, like, almost every single D-Side Golden, but, like, I feel so sorry thinking about him because, like, you know, gotta think of all the time and effort that went into those, like, jeez. Like, I can't even fathom doing the golden for any of the D-sides. Like, sure, I did the golden for Farewell, but, like, even that took me, like, a month of just straight up doing, like, no other attempts elsewhere. It was just straight up 1 month of me just, like, repeatedly ramming my face against the spike wall that was Farewell. And, like, holy cow. Holy cow. Only the insane should ever do that, and I feel I became insane doing it. It wasn't even I mean, okay, it was definitely a challenge. It was just hell. It was hell. It was more than just a challenge. It was hell incarnate. Boom, another screen done. We're already doing twice as much progress, or infinitely more progress than what we did in the last episode. I do have to say though, I do not like where that conveyor is. Yeah, that conveyor is there solely just as a, hey, land on me, but don't use me, you know? Yeah, there is some very tight platforming here. And it is all timing based. Yeah, this entire segment is just, hello, I hope you like timing. You know, I wonder what wall dashing off of, like... Oh, wait, no. Wall dashing off a conveyor wouldn't do anything because it... to get the momentum off the conveyor, you have to be grabbing, so doing a wall dash off a conveyor would do nothing. I was about to ask, I wonder what doing a wall dash off a conveyor would look like. I just answered it. In before, of course, there's going to be some secret tech that both lets you grab and hold on to the wall while also not holding on to the wall, that therefore lets you do a wall dash off of a conveyor and get like insane upwards momentum when otherwise you wouldn't be able to. Celeste in a shell nut right there. I need to hold on to that conveyor just a tad longer. Okay, a tad longer, but not a tad such that I launch myself into that fireball due to me holding for said tad longer. Physics, you know? Physics. Jeez, we are almost at about the time I wanted to stop originally for the stream. You know what? Because of that, I think we're gonna do 1 or 2 more good attempts for like 10 more minutes or so. And then I'll probably call it. Seeing as I did put in a, like, just under an hour into Noida, and I'm now putting in just over an hour into the D side tonight, and yeah. I feel like overall this might be the way of doing things for me in the future. Just variety stream it, have a bit more fun playing a multitude of games, and therefore be more open-ended as a Twitch streamer. Granted, you know. You know, I wonder if there's something I'm supposed to do with that conveyor other than, you know, just lightly hover nearby it. Like, I wonder if I'm supposed to, you know, grab it and, like, use it to properly time out when I go into that top area or whatnot. I don't know. That's something later me will figure out. I do know, however, that those fireballs are placed right in the spot just to make it really hard to do exactly what I'm trying to do. You need to land on, like, just barely the bottom of those, like, repeatedly. So that way, by the time your hitbox is in the spot where the fireball was, it's where the fireball was, not where the fireball is. Gosh darn it. I feel so scared to grab that conveyor in particular because I just know it's like, hello, yes, let me skyrocket you into a meatball. We're back to ramming face into meatballs over and over again. Tasty spaghetti with that meatball. I'm sorry for your ears, people. I'm sorry. Maybe this is why I'm not doing that well on the popularity standpoint. Maybe it's because I make the weird noises, and the weird noises aren't what people want to hear. They want to hear yelly, screamy, loud noises, but no. I just am like, hello, yes, I am the weird noise man. My weird noises are weird. And delicious question mark. That sounds so wrong. I'm sorry. I wanted to make a milkman quote, but no. I am the milkman. My milk is delicious. Woo! Up, skip. Skip it up. Up. Into fireball. Up there. Up. 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 Oh. I need to get, like, the slightest bit of momentum off of that. Not too much, just enough. And it is very hard to do so. Because we need enough to make my jump higher, and by higher I mean high enough to hit that dash crystal, but, you know, not be on there so long that I'm just in a meatball. Like that, but, you know, actually going past the return meatball, which, ah yes, the return of the meatball. Oh boy. Let us see. Doop-de-doo. Come on, then. Yep. Nope. 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 The meatball has decided I must be subbed. Don't question my meatball sub-statement. Only understand. Look, when you flip the switch, the meatballs become frozen. You either have flaming meatballs or frozen meatballs. You can't have both. In before this D-side pack is somehow going to introduce a way to have both flaming and frozen meatballs on the screen at once, which in that case, what am I looking at? You know? Like, I'd just be like, oh, Jesus Christ, what is going on anymore? Yeet. Gosh, those fireballs are just perfectly placed just to give you a bad time. You are just expected to have a bad time. Okay, so like there's this weird Goldilocks zone that I'm realizing I have to hit on those. Like I have to be just about to be hit by the fireball or the meatball, but not getting hit. You know, gotta be just about, or like just after the fireball has come out, I think is actually the best time to go. I don't know. I do know, however, I am nearing the end of my session. Oh, that was almost perfect. I didn't think I was gonna get through it, but no, I did. Never think, only do. That's a saying I learned from a very old friend. They weren't the smartest of people, but they definitely were forthright in their actions. Yeah, alrighty. One more attempt. Let's do this. Okay, one more good attempt. Uno más. Un plus. Alrighty, this one is okay, yeah, I'm good with that. Alrighty, well, thank you all for coming out today. It was a good stream and a good video, and I'll see y'all next time. See ya.